This is a storm that could bring some flooding. Fortunately, Johnson Creek in southeast Portland's got plenty of room today. Now, folks who live along it know to prepare in case it floods. Chris Noel works on the other side of the creek.
I was thinking, if it floods that bad, how's that going to affect everything over here? Because it's lower, it's going to go all the way out to the road.
At this point, we think Johnson Creek will be okay. The trouble is more likely in neighborhoods with clogged storm drains. We found PBOC crews out on a leaf day sweep in northeast Portland. Very good timing for getting the leaves out of here. Plus,
our kids adore watching the leaf pickups. It's entertaining for everyone and beneficial.
Jessica Davis will be watching out for how much rain falls.
Well, we don't want it to flood, surely. And it makes it easier to drive if it's not too puddly out.
And if you're lucky enough to get out of the neighborhood and gain some elevation, you could be in for a good time. Like Doug Cantrell here from Little Rock, Arkansas, visiting family.
Well, we're leaving here in a little bit and going to Mount Hood to go snowboarding, so we may have to come back to the rain, but we're going to be up in the snow here in a little while.
Then again, little Molly showed us leaves can be fun too, at least today. Yes, she did. And you can also have fun clearing the leaves away from your curb here, at least a foot, and again, clearing the storm drains. Now, PBOT warns, though, that even if those drains are clear, if we get enough heavy rain all at once, well, the storm drains won't be able to handle that. You can see some flooding anyway. So be careful out there driving and look for some closed streets if necessary. And also, the winds are going to be a factor, too. So tree branches and the like, be prepared. Ashley, back to you.
Absolutely, Tim. Thank you very much. Well, let's get right over to meteorologist Rod Hale. And Rod, we were talking earlier, this is going to be the most powerful storm of the season.
Yeah, now keep in mind, we really haven't had a good old-fashioned Pacific rainstorm come in, so it is the first one of the season. But Tim talked about rain rates. One of the forecast models indicates around 4, 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, we could have an unusually high, heavy, intense rain rate. And when that happens in the past, we've had some issues with streets quickly becoming flooded. So keep that in mind. Here's the big watch warning map. And it's even a more busy map now than it was when we did the sunrise show. We still have the high wind warning in effect this afternoon to early tomorrow morning at the coast, and also the elevations of 1,000 feet and higher in the Coast Range. We have a flood watch for all areas on this side of the Cascades, including up through Longview, including out in the Columbia River Gorge for heavy rain coming. And also, this is new, the entire Willamette Valley and up through Clark County and up into Longview under a wind advisory later today through 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. We could see a period of 20 to 45 mile per hour winds, and maybe some of the upper elevations of the Valley Metro Hills get 50 mile per hour wind gusts or stronger. And these are for 50, 60 mile per hour gusts in central and eastern Oregon later tonight into tomorrow as well. Part of the story will be the high seas at the coast. Right now, here's Pacific City. These waves building the swells up to about 25 feet as we get rolling into tonight. Right now, 52 degrees. Basically, we're still waiting for the storm. It's kind of a hazy look, but here's Tillamook Head, still visible from Gearhart by the Seas camera. We expect Tillamook Head to disappear in the next hour or so, and then the rains will quickly follow. So this evening, early Tuesday morning, high wind warning at the coast, to 45 to 65 mile per hour winds, and again, similar situation for the Coast Range and elevation. And then for the valley, could be looking at 1.5 inches to over 2 inches of rain from what comes in later this afternoon through tomorrow morning. Rising rivers, but little flooding, if any, expected from rivers. Valley wind advisory we talked about, that could be generally south winds 25 to 45 miles per hour. Probably have until mid-afternoon before things start to get a little bumpy outside. Right now, temperature is setting around 50 degrees, and we have light winds.